Hi guys, I'm here with my mom, and we're watching My Hero Academia. Now, this is going to be a little bit different from other reactions you may have seen. I'm going to be watching it with her. We may be stopping in certain places because she may have questions about something, and I'm going to try and answer. And guys, that's okay if I miss stuff or if you guys want to share stuff on there. I am going to make sure that when this goes up, she's able to look at your comments and stuff. That way, you feel like you're interacting with the
So I get to
community.
be part of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I did try and explain what reactions were, but I don't think I did a good enough job until I showed her a reaction recently. And she kind of got it. I was like, it's okay to be more talkative. And a lot of the time, we're kind of told to be quiet while we watch stuff. I'm kind of the same way in a way. Like, I gave my reaction to this series on the Fairy Tale podcast early on. And I did do reactions, but it was like really awkward to try and talk at just the camera. So I get that. Absolutely, I get that. And it's something you kind of have to teach yourself. You have to be like, oh, I'm not by myself. I'm with a whole bunch of people on the internet. So it's kind of like we're all watching it together and they want to know what you think. And I figure if I'm here, that kind of adds to it
That
and I can
helps.
help.
That
All right.
helps a lot.
For those of you that are wondering, I am current with the manga. I've read the most recent chapter on Sunday because that's when it comes out in Viz Manga. So, yes, I do know at least enough to be able to answer some questions for mom here. Now, I will try not to answer stuff if I know it's going to be spoiler. Now, what we agreed on for this is we will watch the first 2 episodes. Now, that's just the end of that, unless, of course, you like this and you'd like to see more, and that's fine. And we'll do some more reactions to that if as well. If you're here and you want to watch more of this show, I can bump another one of the shows because they're not like third and fourth place in the voting didn't really matter as much. This was the first one, and the people are going to want to see. It's like, oh, is she going to watch this episode? Please tell me she's going to watch that episode because this anime is super, super popular right now. And a big reason why is because it kind of has more Western themes to them, or more of a general kind of theme about heroes. It's not like a very specific. There will be moments of like specific Japanese things happening, like
So basically, the good, bad, and the ugly.
I don't know. I haven't watched that. So, wait, am I the ugly? All right. Anyway, so, but I also want to make sure that we watch enough of this to where, she feels like she's gotten to see a good amount and she feels like, she understands kind of some of what's going on. But also, we have to, you guys also voted that you wanted her to react to me playing The Last of Us and actually experiencing The Last of Us. And that one I'm going to be playing while you're watching it and stuff. And we're going to let that be up on the TV. You don't have to wear headphones for that. Guys, I don't have headphones for this reaction because I don't have a Y adapter. Maybe I should have tried to raise money for that. I think it's like $10. I might be able to go get one for like the next reaction or something.
Okay.
But yeah, there is a
'Cause I do have a set of headphones that I bought for something that I do.
go. Okay, cool. So what we may do is go get a Y adapter for like after the first 2 episodes of this. But yeah, this is going to be a very different reaction. But that having been said, let's go on with the show. So that's it.
Powerful.
And that is literally kind of, I mean, you haven't even gotten to the main theme of the show because that shows up in episode 2. But that was episode 1. What did you think?
Well, I was surprised. I was very surprised because I didn't think I would really like it at all. But I did.
But it's really got kind of a heartwarming message
It's
to
very
it.
interesting, and it's very relatable to what's going on now with kids.
Yeah.
Because kids can relate, and it doesn't matter who you are for anything, you can be bullied. Nowadays, you don't have
yeah.
to do a thing wrong. You don't have to look different. You don't have to look fat. You don't have to be ugly. You don't have to be anything. You can still get bullied.
Right.
And they do. I think it's sick how they get away with it on the internet so much. You know, and it's so sad because I thought, kids will grow up beyond that after, say, ninth grade. You should be above that.
And how do you think this show kind of handled that in its own way? Like,
Well,
clearly we've only seen basically
Right.
half of the first story, but how do
Well,
you think it's handled that?
I like
Has
one
it done
thing
it?
was
Even though we're kind of placed in this world where everybody has these extraordinary abilities.
well,
you
this
know.
little kid isn't going to give up. It doesn't matter what he is; he's still going to try real hard.
I mean, and it doesn't. I love that. I also love that no matter what culture you come from, whether you're from
true.
Japan or America, you're gonna root for the underdog.
Oh yeah, you always want to root for the underdog,
And
or at
so-
least I do.
Now there are people that like Bakugo, but not this. I don't think it's necessarily this version of Bakugo. It's like later Bakugo.
Later on, how
yeah.
he goes, because sometimes the guys that are bad, kind of something happens to them, they change.
Yeah, a little
And I
bit.
don't know if
that is going to
what's
happen.
gonna
That is
happen.
there's something
That's a guess.
there's something
That's a
kind of
guess.
like that that's gonna happen. I mean,
Right.
Bakugo's still full of self confidence.
Well, yeah, but you notice that, your main character there, he still has hope,
Right.
and that's what gets you there. If you don't have hope, you're done trying.
Right. All right, guys. So that's what that was our reaction for episode 1 of My Hero Academia. Now we're going to move on to episode 2, but that's going to be a separate video for you guys, even though it's going to be almost instantaneous for us. But we're releasing both of them. Don't worry. I don't think I have to do a lot of editing to these, so it's going to be a little bit easier. But let us know down in the comments what you guys think. Guys, this is a Patreon only thing. I will leave it up for public viewing, but it's essentially just Patreon only is where it's going to be put up because I'm trying to avoid copyright on YouTube. Yeah, I know Funimation appreciates like the more people get into it, the more they check out their stuff. But right now, again, YouTube's just, as you all know, it's a copyright disaster. I might be able to put this up on Vlare if I make a Vlare channel, but I don't want to test those waters just yet. All right, guys, we'll see you later for episode 2. Bye!
Bye bye.